Being afraid is one of the worst feelings in the world. Fear of the unfamiliar and a lack of control can often bind someone to an actionless state. Finding security in the unknown taught me that strength lies within. Security is comfortable because it's familiar. It's protection. And when your protection is compromised, fear may be the next emotion. Fear is the uncertainty of an outcome, a dramatic change, or something that's foreign. I felt real fear for the first time in 2004. I had just graduated from high school, and I was spending the last summer in the city I'd grown up in with the friends I spent my childhood making. And we wanted to kick it off with a guy's camping trip. So one day, a couple of my buddies came over, we loaded up the car, and we hit the road. We drove up to a mountain town, took a back road off into the woods, and we camped about a mile from the car. That evening was great. We spent time throwing around the football, telling stories and reminiscing around the campfire, and dreaming of our future. But our night started to change around 11 p.m. It was getting pretty chilly, so I went over to the tent to get my coat. I had just bent down and opened the door when I heard it. It was the most terrifying sound I've ever heard. I froze. My mind went blank. I slowly turned. Nothing. Nothing but blackness. And then it did it again. My friends were silent, huddled by the campfire. None of us could see what was out there, but its snarl had permeated the dark forest. I slowly made my way over to my friends, and we stoked that campfire. We kept close watch in that direction, but I couldn't help but feel like the lion had made its way to the darkness around us. And what could we do? Besides the fire, it was blackout. My car was a mile away. And so we sit there by that fire. And for 2 hours, the only movement there was would be when we would add a log to the fire. But slowly our wood pile dwindled until there was nothing left but forest floor. By this time it was 1 a.m. The temperature was dropping, we were freezing, and our fire would soon burn out. Although no longer visible, we knew our only protection would be the security of those tent walls. And we had to get inside. And so, unsure of where the lion was, unsure if we would make it to safety, we armed ourselves with what was available. We each picked up rocks from the fire ring. I grabbed a stick, and we slowly made our way into the darkness and to that tent. I never realized the security I would feel from inside the tent. Well, needless to say, I made it back from that trip in one piece. It's been 10 years since that last summer camping trip before college. And although I've not heard that lion again, I still feel that fear of the unknown. I felt it when I moved off to college. It was with me on my graduation day, when I started my career, and more recently, when I moved my girlfriend to another state. Change, the unknown. It's out of sight, but it's there. There'll always be something scary hiding in the darkness. The security and comfort of a campfire, like all things, will change and eventually burn out. And when it does, you're forced to move. Finding security in the unknown taught me to believe in myself and that strength lies within. The familiarity and the comfort of a situation will change, and when it does, you must find that tent in darkness. Use what you know. Utilize the tools around you. You may not always be certain of an outcome, but you can find security in the unknown.